This episode is brought to you by TaxAct. Don't do your taxes alone. Join TaxAct's National Admin Night. Admin nights are social gatherings for getting through your to-do list. So get ready for a night of fun, finding deductions, and filing taxes with TaxAct, where you can file your federal and state return for just $49 through April 8. Let's get together and get them over with. Visit taxact.com/admin-night for details.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony. And joining with me today are the other 4 early game mobs that I see before leaving Tutorial Island. Starting with the level 1, snip, snip, I'm a little crab, Jared.
What's going on, guys? Myelin reporting in, and my level 1 or early game mob would be Hogger from World of Warcraft. You haven't been alive unless you've seen a full server of level 1s. Go try to fight Hogger. It is like a raid in itself. It's wonderful.
Hogger? I hardly know her.
Oh my gosh. And with that, Dan.
Hey, everybody. My name is Dan. I play Boram DuMarais, your bog frog artificer. And I am the Bolam of this podcast.
Explain.
If you've never played Bomberman.
Bomberman,
Bomberman. One of my favorite series of all time. If you've never played Bomberman, especially Bomberman Party Edition, woo! Go play Bomberman Party Edition. But those little bombs, the little orange floating balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, yo, wait, hold on. Before we get to the next one, Dan, you get an inspiration die for this episode.
What?
Yes! Sick
Heroic die. Heroic die.
Bomberman,
2024
bro.
rules. Heroic die. Don't forget.
Inspiration die. Inspiration die.
I just sent him flowing into the past.
Bro, if you know the N64 cheat code and how many controllers I've destroyed doing that cheat code, then... All right, I'm sorry, continue.
All right, Alec, what's yours?
Yeah, my name is Alec. I play Kaz'il Amberleaf, and my early game mob would have to be Fizzle Darkstorm. For those who don't know, it's almost like the Hogger equivalent, but on the Horde side, talking World of Warcraft, because Hogger is only Alliance only, right outside Stormwind. Yeah, Fizzle, man. What about you, Kyleigh?
Hi, I'm Kyleigh. I play Vivien. My early game mob are slimes from Stardew Valley. This one's really hard for me, but slimes are great. I hate killing them. How about you, Tony?
Y'all, I'm talking that real early game, not some level 16 elite mob that you see 10 hours into World of Warcraft. I'm talking the first 5 minutes, level 2 Rattata, all right? Those level 2 Pidgeys, okay? Early game mob. Those are my choices. Before we do the recap, we got to do the rundown. And today's rundown is brought to you by my man, Alec. Alec?
Do you love D&D 404?
Yeah.
Do you wish you could get more D&D 404 content?
Boy, do I.
Well, now you can. Starting off with the Nerds stream on Twitch at D&D 404. Thursday, April 9th, Dan is DMing a game for Kyleigh, Jared, and Glass. It will then be every other Thursday. So go on, stop on by, say hi, and hang out and enjoy some extra D&D 404 content. Again, that's on twitch.tv/D&D404.
We only got 4 more sessions, including this one coming up. So,
oh my God, 4 more sessions.
Yeah, so don't want to miss it live.
Wow.
Unless he kills all of them, then it's going to end early.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Fantastic. Now, why don't you go ahead and give us that beautiful recap?
Last time on D&D 404, the party arrived outside the tower where they found dead birds all scattered around. While the group was deciding how to move forward, Myelin decided to bury as many birds as he could. Kaz'il hid Silverhoof and the cart in the forest, and then they headed inside, led by Vivien. Inside was covered with moss, greenery, and trees. With blue energy coursing through the walls, we found a spider that disappears into a void? We also found a self-revolving-ish river/pond where Boram decided to sit down, waste our time, and catch 2 clownfish with bullhorns. Boram then tries to take them back to the cart when he is jumped jumped by a spider. In the next room, we found a magical circle, smeared blood, and a shelf of magical potion bottles. Of course, Boram tries to take some of those along. As we moved into the next room, we discovered a series of traps, Indiana Jones-style hallway. We also discovered we were being chased by a large rock-looking creature. Everyone gets past the traps, of course, except Boram with 2 nat 1s. Myelin, big brain moves literally, stops the traps with discs and pulls Boram to the group where Kaz'il does what he does and heals Boram. That is where we left off. Bard, play that intro.
Disgraced in the Heartland, a star could set things right, manufacture the magical, and return a soul to light. From a scorched, fractured forest, the twilight in discourse, cleanse the rivers that bleed in this swamp of deceit and remorse. Help us conquer the shadow, dawn with a bright glow. We'll find where we belong, but what will await us when all our secrets are gone?
This is Kaz'il Amberleaf of the Feywild. Come along as I explore the world of Umbrea. Joining me is a not-so-sneaky rogue, a child in the form of a dog, and a big old bayou pain in the ass. This is DND404.
Boyos, girlo, we pick up session 20. That's right, we're on session 20 of our second campaign. Give yourself a round of applause.
Oh my God,
because
claps.
It might be your last. As we pick up in the midst of combat where a rock elemental has been chasing you down a trapped hallway, but the trapped hallway did not activate when the rock elemental made its way down the hallway. You saw its eyes phase from blue to purple and back to blue once it cleared the traps. Myelin, you have saved the bullfish, but you are face to face currently with this rock elemental as it is only a few feet in front of you. We just ended its turn, and we are now picking up at the top of the round on initiative 16, which is both Boram and Myelin. Myelin, you take priority as you have been the last few turns, and we're going to go ahead and start with you. What are you doing?
As the monster just, I think he tried to smash me, right?
He threw a rock at you and then tried to slam down on you. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to use Expeditious Retreat, which is concentration for 10 minutes. When I cast this spell during this turn and as bonus actions during following turns, I can use the dash action as a bonus action and just be like, hang on, fish. And he holds his hand over the fish, grips his feet into the ground, and takes off as his bonus action. Just past Vivien. So as I push through Boram and Kaz'il, take a right, jump over the bridge, and I'm right next to Vivien where she took off from last episode. There's a big guy. We need to go. And that's my turn.
As we move to Boram.
Ain't none but a run, Paladin. And I take a dash action, and I can get ahead of Myelin about 10 feet.
As you approach the stone spiral staircase that is connected to this river. As we move to initiative 4, Kaz'il.
As everyone is going past him, I think he will make his way up the stairwell as well. But is there a way for me to hold doing that until Vivien passes me? I want her to go first, but that's what I want to do.
You would just have to wait until your next turn to let her pass you. You can't move outside of your initiative is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm going to make a dash action, but I will only dash to the bottom of the stairs, and then I will wait for Vivien to go up the stairs. And then once she makes it up the stairs, I'll head on up. And that is my turn.
We're going to move to initiative 3, Vivien.
As a reminder, Vivien's still invisible using Woolen's brooch, and we're only 2 minutes of the 30 minutes in. Just as a recap, Vivien's gonna haul ass up these stairs, and we are going to not only use full movement, but I'm gonna also use my bonus action of dashing. So I'll move about 60 feet.
You move 60 feet up the stairs. There is enough space for Vivien to go through without impeding difficult terrain. So just to give you a brief description, because you guys just got to the stairs really quickly. This is a stone spiral staircase that goes up into the seemingly never-ending dark abyss of a ceiling. You never have at any point seen the ceiling of this tower just yet. The walls just kind of extend and fade into darkness. This stone spiral staircase is exposed, and it goes up for about 40 feet before the staircase fades into the darkness itself, in which it seems from your perspective, Vivien, as you climb it, seems to keep going upwards.
Because Vivien would have gone around about a loop and a half of the spiral staircase. Yeah.
Yes, and as you go up, you could still see into the first floor. You're like kind of on the cusp going into the darkness, we'll say, and you can still see the floor, and you can see the rest of your party at the bottom of the stairs.
So far, so good up here, everybody. And that's the end of her turn.
We're going to go to Initiative 1, which is the Rock Elemental. And you see that it charges forward 30 feet into the room as you see it breach into the hallway, and you see it just over this bridge. I don't think I ever gave an accurate description of this room in the last session. So as the four of you had left that dangerous Indiana Jones style hallway and headed north, you then entered a much larger room that was actually split from north to south by a beautiful blue flowing river. Over that river is this very elegant wooden bridge that looks elven in construction, and there are two waterfalls on either side of that bridge that is creating this beautiful stream. Over that bridge that you have just crossed to reach the staircase is another river that looks like water is falling down the center of the spiral staircase onto the floor of the first level, and creating a secondary stream, creating like a third part of the room there. So this room has a lot more water than the rest of the first floor. All the sources of water have been incredibly clear, filled with fish, more of these like bull clownfish that you picked up earlier in the last session. And you see that this place is more vibrant with life the deeper as you go. Around the staircase is like little cascades of different colored trees of blue and green hues. And the grass that you've been walking on is very healthy. So on its turn, it's going to make its way into the room. Kaz'il and Myelin, you see it just make it up to the bridge as it looks at you, and it grabs another hunk of earth as it begins to morph it through its body out of its arm and shoots another one of these boulder-like missiles towards you. Myelin and Kaz'il, it's going to hit you because it's going to land in your radius.
Uh-oh.
That's a 24 to hit. You're both going to take 7 points of damage, and you are knocked prone. It is then going to make another attack. Since you are both prone, it is a range attack. It's going to have disadvantage against you. That is an 11 to miss on both of you as a second rock launches through its body, crashes into the staircase as pebbles and small rocks land at Boram's feet. Myelin and Kaz'il, you are both knocked prone as you go back to the top of the round with Myelin and Boram, starting with Myelin.
As the rock comes and hits Myelin, he sees it coming and he braces the bucket of fish kind of around him so that the fish don't get hurt. And Mylin's going to use half his movement to get up. He's going to pick up the two bullfish, put them back in the bucket that the water's about half full at this point now. And he gives them a look real quick, just making sure they're okay. And then he starts climbing the stairs to get away from this rock guy.
Let's get going, Myelin. And I'm taking my dash action alongside him, just rushing up the stairs.
Both of you make your dash actions up the stairs, and it seemingly goes higher and higher before you fade into the darkness of the ceiling as we move to Initiative 4, Kaz'il, at the base of the stairs.
I'll spend half my movement to get up, and then I will use a dash action as well up the stairs.
As we move to Initiative 3, Vivien.
Vivien's just gonna keep running into this darkness. She's gonna go her 30 feet, and then she's gonna use her bonus action dash to keep going. Because her whole hope is that because she's invisible, that if anything is to pop up, she can get a good eye on it first. So she's gonna go another whole rotation around.
And we're gonna take the four of you out of combat here as you ascend into the darkness. You hear the rocks thumping and thudding beneath you as you ascend higher, and then you hear the thuds and heavy thumps of its feet begin to fade.
Maybe we won't go out the front anymore.
It'd be odd to try.
Let's hope we can fall down.
Where you at, by the way? I'm looking around.
I'm over here, as she says in the darkness.
That does not help me. Thank you, though, Vivien. I get the general direction, though, as he's clomping up the stairs.
Vivien's gonna stay like this, and she's gonna be a little bit of a jerk and not tell anyone. I'll dodge you. Don't worry. I'll let you know if you're getting too close.
Ascending the stone spiral stairs, you travel high into the dark ceiling that seems to go on forever. Before you realize, you begin to hear the sound of rushing water like a waterfall in the distance. Taking the final step, you have ascended into the next floor. The four of you are standing on a beautiful blue marble floor, islanded by this beautiful, brilliant, clear blue water. The water appears somewhat deep, however, you can see the sandy bottom that is covered in soft rocks and a vibrant coral reef. Looking out, there are several small islands that spread throughout the water with no connection of land between any of them. The walls of this floor are not physical, rather than a long circular waterfall that surrounds you. The ceiling of this level is just like the first floor, extending darkness with no ending in sight. You find yourself on this square blue marble platform that looks like it's an island made out of obsidian. There's waterfalls and water rushing out of its sides, and you see this whole floor is filled with water, but the water level is not rising. All of these islands seem to look like they have water coming from them, but the islands do not raise or lower in any which way. You can see the bottom, and you see these green, vibrant lily pads spread throughout the water. You can kind of see everything around you, but you do not see another staircase that ascends higher. However, you can see where the water from the first floor is coming from.
This might be a dead end, maybe.
Or it's the top floor.
We're at the top already?
How far down is it to the water?
Like, looking at water is hard to gauge depth without any tools. You're guessing around maybe 60 feet or so, but you definitely see deeper parts and more shallow parts. But the closest thing to you is probably about 60 feet. This would be diving height.
Anyone know how to swim?
I mean, I could scope it out you like. And Boram will pull a potion out of his coat. I mean, I won't be a good alchemist if I don't try my own brew. And I'll drink a potion of flight that I made. And you see him back up off and like fall down off the ledge. And then he starts floating.
Wait, you gotta get some water. The fish.
Give me the bucket. I come back up and grab the bucket from Myelin. And I'll fly down and fill it with some water.
So as you step off, which direction? So for everyone's point of reference, the staircase is in the dead center of the room that you ascended up from. All these islands are surrounding it, and on the outer ring is all these waterfalls that you seemingly can't pass. You don't see anything past the waterfalls, and the waterfalls are falling, sure enough, from the endless abyss above you.
I go off the southern platform and down to the water, and I'll just scoop up some more water at that level for the fish.
Does it look safe?
I don't know yet. And I come back up and I hand the bucket to Myelin. You keep these guys safe, all right?
Mm-hmm. This is Foresight, and this is Rodent.
Oh my god, he named them.
Ooh, we bring Foresight and Rodent back, safe and sound. And Boram kind of like flicks his lab coat collar and starts flying back towards the first island he sees.
Make me a perception check as you are floating over the water.
It's pretty good. I believe that's going to be maybe not a swampy 20. That's a 19.
First, in the water, it's incredibly clear. You do see that there is fish life. You see more of these fish. You also see like these pretty big crabs at the bottom of the ocean. They're just kind of looking up at you. They're like, bloop, bloop, bloop. And you see like their eyes are kind of like moving in and out. And you see that like they're trying to hide from you. It's like you're looking at a crab's home, and you looking around, you see more and more of these creatures on the bottom of the floor. You start to see these starfish, and almost like what you would find outside in an ocean. You start seeing all this beautiful aquatic wildlife. Strangely enough, it is freshwater, not saltwater.
Now this is an interesting biome as Boram steps onto the first island.
When you step onto the first island, there are these giant obsidian ore is what the floor is made out of and what the islands are made out of. They're only about maybe 15 to 20 feet in total in length, and they're very oblong shaped. None of these islands are just like circles. They take up all these strange looking features. And they also have these very bright, vibrant purple trees on them. Underneath the big purple tree on this island you landed on, about 10 feet away from you is a small chest. You notice it's just kind of sitting underneath the tree.
It does something. Well, I found something. Not quite sure though. Before I touch it, let me see if I have anything about it.
Vivien's very worried, so she's going to position herself to the south with her bow ready, just in case.
You position yourself in the southernmost part of the island as you have your bow. Kaz'il, Myelin, what are you two doing as Boram's about to inspect his chest?
Kaz'il, I feel like is kind of... He feels like he's on babysitting duty right now, like with Boram off doing whatever he's doing and Vivien kind of trying to keep an eye out. I feel like he's tasked with like watching Myelin to make sure, you know, he doesn't get hurt or nothing like jumps out and attacks him, since he's like so preoccupied with the fish.
Myelin is, now that he's named the fish, he's going to cast Speak with Animals and start talking to the fish. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. And you see the two fish go back and forth to each other. Yeah. And then one headbutts the other one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice. That was scary. So what's the deal with this place?
What's the deal with the dog holding us in a bucket?
Well, we saved you.
Oh, where'd you save me from? Yeah, where'd you save us from?
You know what? That's a good question. Boram,
Our natural habitat.
what are we doing with the fish? I thought we're saving them?
We're gonna figure it out later.
Kaz'il thinks to himself, he doesn't know he's gonna kill him. Oh god.
Vivien thinks the same thing.
He doesn't know.
He named him.
As he shouts over to Boram, he's going to look down and see some crabs and kind of wave and be like, hello, and then see if the crabs say anything to him.
The crab's underwater wave.
You guys friendly?
You see bubbles come up. They're underwater.
Oh, I must need to get closer.
And as Mylin's having the time of his life talking to animals, I'm checking the chest to see if there are any kind of traps.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
11.
Seemingly enough, you don't notice any traps.
All right. Is it light enough where I can just lift it up?
Yeah, I would say it's about 5 feet wide. It's a small chest, but it's pretty, it's a solid chest.
All right. Then before my flight wears off, I'll grab the chest and bring it back to the party as I drop back down onto the main platform.
Whoa, watch it there, Boram.
Sorry, Dale. You to my left or my right?
I think you're left. It's my left. I'm next to the rock.
This makes it difficult, but it makes sense you stay invisible just in case. All right. Is there a lock on the chest?
You do not see a lock. It looks like you can open it.
All right, let's see. Maybe we found some buried treasure.
So when you open the chest, you actually see a small box with a picture of a boat engraved on top of it. The box is about 12 inches long. It's 6 inches wide. It looks about 6 inches deep and it weighs about 4 pounds. You also notice that in the chest there's a little bit of water in there as it begins to float in place. Almost as if the water was intentional with the box.
Maybe it's a message in a bottle.
Could be. Y'all want to give me 10 minutes and maybe I see what it does?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, I want to stay up here where it seems safe for now. And Boram will kind of go lean up against a rock on one of the corners and take his time just ritual casting Identify on this box as he's smoking away. Why you this close to me?
Okay. Well, I want to know what you're doing.
This is going to take 10 minutes. I'm just using my magic to identify.
Okay, well, I like to watch.
While this 10 minutes is going, Myelin uses his 10 minutes of Speak with Animals to try to figure out any more about this cave and also occasionally bugs Boram. What are we doing with the fish? I thought we had to save them.
You should have told him what you were going to do with the fish. He named them.
What?
He named the fish.
Ah,
They're like his best friends now.
I don't know if I'm going to eat them yet.
Well, yeah, but are you going to keep them forever?
Now we might have to, huh?
Well, no, you have to. I'm not feeding them.
I'll feed them, that's fine.
Vivien turns off her invisibility, walks over to Boram and goes, "You were just going to eat them? That's it?"
I was going to bring them back and study them. What you talking about? I've never seen fish like this.
That's what I thought.
Hey, have you guys ever tried chocolate milk? Here, try this.
Myelin.
He's about to kill those fish.
You just see him kind of curiously pouring a little bit of milk in before someone probably stops him.
Yeah, I could definitely grab his arm. No, Myelin, don't do that.
10 minutes later, as the Identify spell goes off, you find a magical item, Boram. This item is called the Folding Boat. The object appears as a wooden box and can be opened to store items inside. This item also has 3 command words, each requiring you to use an action to speak it. One command word causes the box to unfold into a 10-foot long boat, 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. The boat has a pair of oars and an anchor and a mast and a lateen sail. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. The second command word, unfold the box into a 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep ship. This ship has a deck, rowing seats, 5 seats of oars, a steering oar and an anchor, and a deck cabin and a mast and a square sail. The ship can hold up to 15 medium creatures comfortably. When the box becomes a vessel, its weight becomes that normal vessel in size, and anything that was stored in the box remains in the boat. The third command word causes the folding boat to fold back into the box, provided that there are no creatures aboard. Any objects in the vessel that can't fit inside the box remain outside of the box as it folds. Any objects in the vessel that can fit inside the box do so.
Now it looks like we'll have to find a crew.
Ooh, we got something kind of nice. What you all say we try this out? Come come with me. And you see Boram just jump off into the water.
Oh, okay. Do you think it can hold us when we jump, Boram? You got any more flight potions?
He dives. He dives. He has it in his bag of holding currently.
Okay, Myelin, you got the fish, right? And Kaz'il jumps over the edge.
Wait until I get the boat out.
Well, then what'd you say, jump?
Vivien's gonna hold Myelin back by the chest before he jumps before it's out. Hold on, Myelin, 1 sec.
Boram and Kaz'il, you jump back into the water. Both of you roll me a d20 and let me know who gets higher.
I got 5.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1.
Kaz'il, you are surprised as you feel something rush between your legs, something large. You look down, you don't see anything. Seemingly something invisible has whooshed past you as the two of you splash into the water. Everyone's going to roll me initiative, and Kaz'il, you're going to roll it with disadvantage as you are surprised.
Boram, there's something in the water.
What you talking about? Get off me. That was a swampy 20 for Boram.
Kaz'il got a 4.
I got a 7.
18.
Starting at the top of the round is Boram's swampy 20. Boram, as you look around and you feel the ripples of the water, something like pushing you back, as you are wading the water, taking out this new magical item you found, you feel like pushed a little bit further. Matter of fact, you are knocked 5 feet. You are displaced as you feel the shockwave in the water. And you see Kaz'il kind of spinning in place a little bit as something went right by him.
Give me a sec.
I think it's big.
As I'll use half my walking speed to get back to Kaz'il, and I'll take out that box. He goes, all right, let's try it out. Rosie. And you see he says a command word and the boat hopefully pops open underneath him.
You see the box lid opens up and almost like a jack in a box, it goes bling. You see this 10-foot long piece of paper come out onto the water, and then it begins to fold out, where you now see this canoe, and inside are a set of oars.
I like to think it like goes under the water and shapes under the water, then pops up with Kaz'il and Boram. All right. Welcome aboard. I'll be your navigator today. How you doing? And Boram has like both his arms up on the side, completely drenched.
What is this, a jungle cruise? Let's get out of here. Where's the rest of them?
Yep, good point.
Kaz'il kind of looks at Boram. He goes, wait, with how big this thing is, don't you think we might actually want to make the bigger boat?
I don't know. Doesn't seem like a huge room, so. And that's all Boram does on his turn.
As we move to initiative 18, Vivien.
Can we see the creature from where we are above?
Not see anything.
Vivien's gonna turn back to Myelin. Myelin, give me the fish and go jump in the boat. I'll bring the fish with me. I feel like I can make the landing better.
Oh, okay. But what if I want to stay here? Here's pretty nice. I mean, where are we going to go?
I don't know, but we're going to stay together.
We're going exploring, Myelin. Look at all these islands.
Yeah, what he said. Let's go exploring. You don't want to go back downstairs, so we only can go up.
Myelin puts the bucket down.
So yeah, Vivien's going to wait up for Myelin to jump first to make sure he's okay and watch out. So she's just waiting right by the edge to coax him over.
Okay, we're going to move to initiative 14, which is the mysterious creature. As Kaz'il, Boram, you look up from the side of the boat and you see this pillar of water begin to take shape as the water itself makes like almost like a salamander-ish head, not quite dragon-esque, but making the shape of like a long water snake out of the water itself. And it looks at the two of you and is going to make an attack action as this large creature swarms over the top of the boat, almost like an arch going from one end of the boat over into the other side into the water.
Hey, Kaz'il?
Yeah.
There's something behind you. No one's behind me.
Huh?
Put it back the other way.
That is a nat 20.
Amazon presents Jeff versus Taco Truck Salsa. Whether it's Verde, Roja, or the orange one. For Jeff, trying any salsa is like playing Russian roulette with a flamethrower. Luckily, Jeff saved with Amazon and stocked up on antacids, ginger tea, and milk. Habanero? More like habanero, yes. Save the everyday with Amazon.
Membership means more with American Express Business Gold. Earn 4 times membership rewards points in your top 2 eligible spending categories every month, including eligible U.S. advertising purchases and select media, and U.S. purchases at restaurants, including takeout and delivery. What are you waiting for? Get the card that flexes with your spending every month. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
Against both of you. It's going to be 20 points of damage. Make me a strength saving throw or be grappled in this thing. DC 13.
I got a 13, but I have a -1 to strength.
Kaz'il rolled an 8.
So both of you fail as you are now grappled in this thing. Get knocked off the boat and you see the boat floats in the water. Vivien and Myelin, you see this body disappear, almost as if it goes invisible underneath the water. But you do see Boram and Kaz'il swirling in place where they were just snatched up from over the boat.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys okay?
As we move to initiative 7, Myelin.
I'm gonna need my fish back.
What?
We're gonna stay up here. You can go down there. I'm gonna stay up here. As I hear two grown men screaming for their lives, I run to the side of the edge. I'm gonna use warp propel and grab Kaz'il, and I'm gonna be like, "Trust me!" And I'm going to fling him 30 feet out of the water back over to the staircase.
Is that a teleport or are you physically moving his body?
If the target fails a saving throw, telekinetic propel. Instead of pushing it, you can teleport the target to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet.
Kaz'il, do you choose to fail?
Sure.
He teleports outside of the elemental.
Man, this is like Drell, but like in reverse. You know what I'm saying?
You land next to Myelin on the stone platform, throwing up water.
For his action, he's going to go over to Vivien and grab his bucket of fish and hold on to it. Be like, your turn.
Okay.
That's going to be his turn.
You hand off the bucket of fish and you move to initiative 4, Kaz'il, spitting up some water, badly hurt. What are you doing?
So Kaz'il would like to look over at Myelin, put his hand on his shoulder, and just say, "Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it." And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. So 15 HP back to Myelin. And then as a bonus action, I have 2 potions of healing, so I'm going to go ahead and drink one of them. So that's 6 HP back, and that is going to be my turn.
At the top of the round, initiative 20, Boram, still holding your breath. What are you doing as you are considered restrained?
I don't know if it'll help, but I'll drink my potion that I made today.
Okay, so what type of potion are you drinking?
So Potion Resilience, the drinker gains a +1 bonus to AC for 10 minutes, and then I will try to get ungrappled.
Okay, so you can use your action. You can use Dexterity or Strength, DC 13.
16.
You manage to swim out of it. And as you break through, it feels like you're emerging from water while still being in water. So you manage to break out of its side and you feel free. You can wade again and you can use your 5 feet to move it to go back up to the surface to catch your breath.
Yeah, as he'll also take 10 feet of flying speed straight up. Crazy water monster in the water. And Boram ends his turn.
And we're going to go ahead and go into initiative 18. Vivien, what are you doing?
I would like to use my action to search, specifically search for concealed creature objects. When you take the search action, you make a wisdom check to discern something that isn't obvious. The search table suggests which skills are applicable when you take this action, depending on what you're trying to detect. Since I'm looking for the creature, it'd be perception.
Yes, go ahead and give me a search check.
I got a 6.
When you look in the water where Boram was, you don't see anything. The only thing that was weird when you saw water move was when it was above the water. And the second it collapsed back into the water surrounding the island, it seemingly disappeared from sight. With a 6, although you used an action on your turn, it does not go unrewarded. You do spot something that is not a creature, however, something shiny. You do see to your south as you pan over, you notice about 40 feet from the island and 60 feet deep, buried into the coral reef, a chest on the floor.
Vivien will then throw out the rope to Boram. Boram, grab on! She just doesn't want him to go too far away, and at least there's some sort of a tether to the island. Do I have to roll anything for that?
Yeah, athletics check.
4.
A rope is way off and just splashes into the water.
I tried really hard. I'll stick to fighting.
As we move to initiative 14, which is the water creature's turn. As the water remains still, there is no movement below you. You do not see anything wade, not see any ripples other than the water coming from the waterfalls. Myelin, it is your turn.
I think what I'll do at this point, since I see Boram flying up above the water, I'm going to try to poke the beast at this point to see if it will come out. And I'm going to use Minor Illusion as a cantrip and put a version of myself out in the water.
Where's it going in the water?
It's definitely going to go like kind of away from Boram. So Boram's straight to my east. So this will probably go northeast of where I'm at. And I can cast it at a range of 60 feet, maybe only 30 feet away from me. So right northeast. I got an idea. So I cast Minor Illusion and put it to the northeast, and a stuffed red panda doll appears in that area.
Move to initiative 4, Kaz'il.
I'm going to cast Bless. So the 3 I'm going to cast Bless on is the other 3. So Boram, Vivien, and Myelin. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to then drink my last potion of healing. So that's 5 extra HP. And that will be my turn. Well, I guess before I do that, I'm going to turn to Myelin and Vivien and just say, okay, so what's the plan? What are we doing? Should I jump back in there and try to help Boram? And that'll be my turn.
Go back to top of the round, initiative 20, which is Boram, floating 10 feet above the water.
Yeah, he flies diagonally 10 feet farther up towards the center platform, right at the edge. I don't know if I get up at the edge.
I would say you get onto the platform from there. You can kind of like leap off.
Yeah, you see Boram fly onto the platform and then tumble down and roll, coughing up water everywhere, looking completely just obliterated. Not doing great after that one. I don't know if I'm going to make it. And he's being a little dramatic, but he is really, really, really low.
Moving to initiative 18, Vivien.
Vivien's gonna try to quickly throw out her returning dagger into the water just to see if that will pique its interest at all. See if we can see it again.
Okay, roll to hit with disadvantage.
17.
You see the dagger goes into the water. It floats and then appears back in your hand.
All right. I don't think we should go back in the water.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That's going to be Vivien's turn.
We go to initiative 14, and nothing seemingly happens. The illusion that Myelin had created got ignored. Temporarily, I'm going to take the 4 of you out of combat, but we're going to keep your initiatives if it were to come back up. To the south of this little island that you're on, you have this 10-foot long canoe that's floating there, seemingly unharmed, and Boram is very hurt.
All right, maybe I just take a long nap.
Do you got any more potions on you? I'd give you mine, but I had it already.
No, it's okay. Maybe we just rest a while.
I mean, I know we don't want to go down there, but do you want to go the other way where the giant rock monster is?
That's a good point. Yeah, so you got any more that God juice? I never thought I'd say this, but I think I need some God juice.
Unfortunately, no. I am all tapped out.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I guess if you're not gonna hear me, I'll use my own juice. And Boram was trying to get some paladin healing, but he'll use a bonus action healing word on himself as he gets 7 points of health back.
I used to feel bad, but now,
Oh, feeling right as rain. Kinda, not really. Still hurting a bit.
Okay. Here. This was like an emergency.
What?
He takes his hand, he puts it on Boram, and he lays 5 points of lay on hands to the board.
Oh, so you did have it. You just wanted to wait till I did something.
It was an emergency. What if something happened? Then we wouldn't have a way to help you.
Me dying is an emergency.
Yeah. It's called metagaming, man.
All right. I'm feeling a little better now as Boram cracks some of his shoulder bones. And he's like, maybe at the very least, I can get the boat back and fly around the islands and see if we can find a way out of here. What you say to that, y'all?
Yeah, I wonder if we just get into the boat. The issue was we were in the water, right?
No, we was in the boat. It still got us. I just need to grab it real quick. And you see Boram kind of peering over the edge, looking around, cautiously scared.
You can definitely reach out and grab the boat as it retracts back into the box.
And au revoir. And that's his sign to get the boat back into his arm. Whew, okay, that's not bad.
Vivien's gonna turn to the group and go, should we cut our losses and try to just book it out of here?
I'm thinking that way. As you see Boram trying to fly, he's like, I'm out of the flying potion, so maybe it's time we just get out of here.
Myelin is just playing with the fish at this point since things are fine and dandy. Yep, we're all good. Fish, you're never going in this water, and it's scary in there as he looks at the water.
Give me a second. Boram will use a spell slot, and you see him putting some ingredients together on his hand, and I will use a magic action to make another potion of flight.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure. Yeah,
We're gonna be leaving soon anyways. Might as well use one of my spell slots, and I'll use another potion of flight, and I'll go flying around the island. Can I just fly island to island, check in to see like what might be around them before I decide what to do on each island?
Absolutely. So I'll say you take about 5 minutes to fly upward and kind of look around. You kind of see each island. Each island has all these different trees. The one to your north, you see another chest on it, similar to the one that you found southwest. To the southeast island, you see that this island particularly has more trees on it. However, they're more in a circular pattern. These look like they were placed there intentionally. As you get a bird's eye view, this looks a little more intentional than the other trees that are just kind of sprouted about. The other islands seem to be empty, although have enough foliage and more of these obsidian rocks on them.
I'll pop down onto the island to the northeast, and I'll grab this chest and bring it back to the center platform.
You grab that chest and you bring it back to the center platform. Nothing in the water seemingly looks angry, or you don't see any creatures. As you fly above it, you feel fairly safe. You take the chest, you bring it back. Are you opening it?
Does it look the same as the one before, where I could just pop it open?
It does. Very similar.
Yeah, I'll do another check for traps, I guess.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's 14.
Seemingly so. It does not have any traps on it.
Looks kind of the same as the last one, at least a little bit. Well, ain't no day like today. And he pops it open.
You open up the chest and you see that there's a small object in there in the shape of a ladder. It is indeed another item. It's a small ladder made out of silver. It's about 2 foot wide ladder, 1 feet tall. So it got 2 feet wide, 1 feet tall. It has about 3 prongs in it.
That's a big chest.
And sure enough, it's another magical item. Go ahead and roll me an investigation, a perception check when you checked all the islands and grabbed that chest.
4.
Yep, all you found was that chest.
No, I didn't see anything else around the island, but at least it was this. We can do something else about that other chest. Maybe try and lure the water thing around, and I could try and fly in and grab it real quick. What you say?
I don't know if we have the god juice to keep us going if we do that.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because I'm out of health potions myself. I mean, we could always come back a different time, I guess.
Yeah, I might like to come back here someday, but for now, we best get going.
I'm not married to getting that chest. I've got enough stuff on my own.
And you see Boram like strapping the ladder to his back like a backpack.
Myelin we could get that chest. I guess you'd have to swim 60 feet.
That's not the gamble. Not the gamble I want to play today.
We could try one thing, Myelin. You can teleport us. Can you teleport objects?
I've never done that before. I don't think I can. But I can move objects with this, and you don't see anything in front of him. And then eventually he tries to grab your ladder and shake it with his hand because it's invisible. His magic hand's invisible.
How are you doing that?
I don't know. You just want to grab something. And then I go to the bucket and I try to pick up one of the fish. Is it over 10 pounds? One fish?
No, it's not.
Okay, cool. See? Look, I'm a fish. I can talk too.
You get crazy and crazier every day.
Myelin, the fish might not like that. Be careful.
Kaz'il, you look at Vivien and you see these 2 noodles coming up from behind Vivien. And they have like these little eyeballs at the end of them and they blink.
Vivien?
I'm your host, Stassi Schroeder. Welcome to Tell Me Lies, the official podcast. What's the most unhinged thing of season 3?
Steven, because he's so evil.
I do think he is misunderstood.
You see everyone face consequences. It's intoxicating.
The writers just know how to trick you.
There's always a twist in this show. It's nothing you would expect.
Tell Me Lies, the official podcast, now streaming, and stream the new season of Tell Me Lies on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend, and marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had, impressions.
Cut the bullspend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
There's something behind you.
What? And she whips around.
As she whips around, this weird thing whips around behind her, seemingly escaping her view. Kaz'il, you notice this weird floating jellyfish.
Kaz'il, are you messing with me? What do you mean?
After a moment, as Myelin is playing with the bullfish and Boram is tinkering with his items, she looks up and they catch it in a glance.
What you make of friends with the sea creatures?
What?
You see it blinks one eye at a time. Vivien, you hear a very high-pitched voice from behind you. Huh, tiefling! Wow, I haven't seen one of you before. And you turn around and there is this floating jellyfish in front of you. And it has a big old mouth and it's floating and its tendrils kind of come out and it looks ethereal, see-through. And it's like just little nubs. It looks friendly.
Vivien stumbles back and goes, ah, what is it? Who are you?
Did you travel from Avernus?
No.
And it begins to squirm and float around as if it's swimming in water, but it's floating in the air. And it goes up to Kaz'il and it goes like right to its nose. No, not you. And it goes around you and you see its tendrils kind of slide across your face as it goes up to Boram. No, not you. And it pushes past Boram's shoulder and goes right up to Myelin and goes, there it is. That's what I'm saying. You see its tendrils like wiggle with excitement as it looks into Myelin's eyes. But its eyes are very far apart, so Myelin, you can only look at one eye at a time. It's you I'm drawn to. You. Wow. And it's trying to sniff, but it has no nose.
I try to sniff all the time too. What do you smell? I try to smell all the time.
You see it flops onto your head, and you see that its jelly-like noodles kind of fall over your face, almost creating like a little jelly wig over you, and it begins to like suck up, and then you, and it pops off. It goes, a feast I am forbidden to have.
Feast? No. You can't eat fish.
No. I am drawn to your beautiful mind.
I think he wants to eat your brain, Myelin.
Oh, whoa. Hang on a second. Are you with the scary guy in water?
Scary guy? I just don't see anyone scary here. And he goes over to Kaz'il. Are you the scary guy?
Kaz'il's hair spikes up on the back of his neck. No.
You see like one eye's in front of you while the other eye's wrapping around you. It's not making any contact. It's just like swirling around, trying to look at you in the corner of its other eye.
Look, I don't know what you smell, but I'm not taking a bath anymore. Those were not fun.
Jellyfish friend? Why do you want to eat Myelin exactly? Who are you?
I am drawn to superior intellect.
Ooh, then you like my brain.
I was gonna say that's why she walked right past you.
What? But I've never seen a tiefling here before.
Why are we so rare? Are you not normally in the water? Who are you?
I mean, I do live here now.
Where'd you live before?
Ooh, in a dark place, far underneath your surface level. An opening appeared here some odd years ago, and I haven't been able to find it since. It seems that these waters are quite the maze, but I've come to the conclusion that I think it just closed. So I am stuck here, but it's not the worst.
Where were you before?
Like I said, a dark place far on the ground.
Right.
I may call it home. Some people find it dangerous. There are many civilizations there. I was taking a bath in this deep underground crystal spring well. An opening appeared before me, like a rock tunnel. I decided to explore. I was curious, and I ended up here in what I assume and have deduced some sort of pocket realm that belonged to a very powerful creature some time ago.
You from the Underdark?
Yes, I think that's what surface dwellers would call it.
Oh, I got a friend from there.
Oh?
Did I say that out loud? He kind of smiles and lights a cigarette.
Vivien's gonna look around at everyone and just go like, what do we do with this? What's going on here?
Hey, flying thing. Where was that opening you came from?
Oh, the opening. Well, there's several here, but the opening I came from, I haven't been able to find it. It was deep underwater.
Okay.
But if you're looking to ascend, I've only ever seen one other creature come here before. It floated. So that strange guardian that is in the water didn't really bother it too much.
That's the scary guy.
Oh, that's the scary guy. He looks at Myelin. Like one of the eyeballs is like right in front of you, focused.
He's just staring intensely.
Who'd you see floating around here?
I didn't see any, how you say, faces? The creature points up. See, at the top of this, what I assumed is a tower, lives its owner, but its owner was slain many, many years ago. The creature points to the southwest, to the island with the circular trees. Above that island, hidden within the darkness, only visible if you look straight up from the grove, is a hole that leads to the next floor. There is a door guarded by what seems like a very puzzling question. But one day, and I've been here for a few years when it happened already, this place is my new home now. I heard a dark, terrible violence and ruckus. It was, vials crashing, and it seemed like boulders were exploding, and sounds of wondrous magic going back and forth, almost as if they were like exploding on contact, fireballs and rays, and it was like two wizards going back at it, two great magical users, and then a creature floating. It kind of looked like, and it points to your hand, Boram, and it points to your thumb. It had no face, no nose, no mouth, no eyes, but seemingly a thumb-like appendage with more protruding appendages flew out of there.
Appendages with appendages?
Kinda, yeah. It's really weird.
What was at the end of those appendages? What you talking about?
Nothing. They were like rounded off. It looked... how do I put this? The creature like looks at you, Boram, and then points to the shadow on the floor. You see how it's kind of like oblong? There's no defined definitions. It's just kind of like a blank slate, but it has your shape. Well, it was like that came out of there. It was wearing like a cloak. It was cloth with like ripped shreds, but there was no like facial features. There was no face, no mouth. It was just like an oblong shape that had escaped, and it floated down and went down these staircases that you ascended from. And then sometime later, I think years, it came back and it floated back up. I hid and watched it ascend through the ceiling from where it escaped. And I heard those terrible noises again, and it did not last very long. The only difference though is that now it had a sword that seemed to be floating around with it. A giant sword infused with like this purple magic. After some time, it came back down. It didn't have the sword anymore, but it was very bloody, and then it left. I haven't seen it since.
Ain't that a story?
I've seen some other people, some other curious figures, like yourselves, and gestures to all of you. But once they all kind of went in the water to swim, well, the guardian of this floor swallowed them up, as if they knew they were trespassing.
Yeah, I almost got myself. Fuck, I'm back here. We need a better way to get around than even that boat.
How did you defeat the first guardian?
Oh, we did not.
Oh, okay. Well,
do you have to defeat them first? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just there to like protect. But if it knows you're here, it's gonna wait.
Want the one downstairs?
Yeah.
It's just at the stairs for us?
Probably.
Oh.
Vivien, go take a look.
What? Why me? I'm not invisible.
Oh, you're not invisible anymore, that's right.
I mean, I could go crane my neck, but...
Maybe we gotta wait a bit longer then, while I think.
Wait, you can fly. You take us up.
No, Myelin, I can only fly for about 2 more minutes, and it's done.
Not you, the fish.
Oh, I know.
You can't take us?
You see that, like, it goes over to Kaz'il and then, like, tries to use its jelly noodle, and it kind of, like, breaks in place and reforms. I'm not exactly strong enough. You also wouldn't be the first people to ask that. I know if you have, like, a large enough structure, you could possibly traverse the water. It might bother you, but, you know, more protection, the better.
I guess we could try the boat again. Wait a second. Do you know who the other people were who were here before and what happened to them?
Oh, not personally. Most of them were mean. They had like chests with them and they had like bags of stuff. Once they go in the water, it all gets like swallowed up. Actually, now that you mentioned, I did see a nice lady here once. She was a little rude at first, but she came by. She was looking for a way out from the first guardian, but she didn't have as many items. She wasn't greedy. She only had one thing.
Oh, yeah, just one thing. I look at everyone else.
Boram takes a huge drag of a cigarette.
Hey, I haven't taken anything yet.
Yeah, neither have I. I look at Myelin and his fish.
I grip my fish.
They're now his fish now, not even Boram's fish anymore.
Jellyfish friend, another question for you. Do you think the more things we have from the tower, the more likely the Guardian is to attack us? Like, if we don't have anything, it's less likely to attack?
I don't think the Guardians particularly care if you take anything. I have seen people come in, take something, and not get attacked by anything. I think if you try to ascend higher, it will try to stop you. I know if you have a piece of the Guardian, whatever's on that floor doesn't bother you. It hasn't bothered me, but I think it thinks that I live here. Like, it doesn't bother the fish, it doesn't bother the crabs, it doesn't bother the dark mantles hiding in the trees on the islands. It's seemingly copacetic with us.
So if they think we're from here, we could get by?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I haven't thought of it like that. Yeah. The thing that used to live up there before, I guess, died because the giant thumb came back and it sounded like it killed it. It didn't leave with its sword, so I assumed it killed it. I have seen other flying things come through here once in a while to check, I guess. But I don't know. I think whatever owns this place or original creator kind of seemed like it just never wanted to leave. So it kind of made its own biome.
Okay, jellyfish, can you take a rope and you fly all the way up? If you can't carry us, you could certainly take a rope, right?
You know what, Myelin? I think I might have an idea. Jellyfish, would you like to come with us if you promise not to eat Myelin's brain?
Oh, no, he's good. I would never. I saw his intentions.
Oh?
So my intentions?
What were they?
I see your intentions. I start reaching at my hand.
I mean, my intention, I like to eat off. I do love intelligence, and I gain knowledge when I do, but only if they're like bad things, you know? Not good things. He seems good.
He's a good boy. And I pat Myelin. All right. Everybody, let's rest an hour.
Okay.
What about treasure?
We're going to think about it during this rest, okay? We're going to spend some time identifying what's on my back, and then we make a decision after we healed up a bit.
I think I have an idea. I think once we rest up and Boram checks the ladder, I think we should try to boat over to that island and see if we can take the ladder up. The bigger boat. And if you can focus on steering, I can try to lead the attack.
Let's talk about it after our rest. I need a moment. And Boram would like to short rest and get some health back.
Are the four of you short resting?
Myelin needs to know Jellyfish's name before short resting.
Name? That's a good question.
You got a name? I name you. You want me to name you?
Okay, and it like spins in place. And its jellyfish folds kind of spins like a tutu.
You're gonna be Strawberry.
Strawberry.
The things that Myelin supposedly doesn't know words for, but then knows words for, it like blows my mind.
Boram showed him. Boram showed him.
I did show him strawberry milk.
It just blows my mind, dude.
And that's where we're going to end this week's session as we end on a short rest. Now, how short rests work is that you have hit die. You can short rest as long as you have hit die. You don't have to use all of your hit die. Each of you have 3 hit die, and you can choose to roll all 3 or just roll one of them or 2 of them. You can split up however you want. You roll your hit die. Every class is different. You gain that much health back. And then if you have any class features that you get back on a short rest or abilities that you could perform on a short rest, you may do those things. But remember, you can only short rest if you have hit die to spend. So if you use all 3 and the 3 of you decide to take a short rest, if you use all your hit die, you cannot benefit from a short rest in any means. If you do not have any hit die left to spend.
Can everyone still short rest if I decide not to?
Yes, you just wouldn't gain any benefit.
That's right. You look after the fish. I'm going to take a rest.
I'll look after the fish. I'll spend my time talking with Strawberry.
Strawberry. Yeah. We'll talk about the after show. I think Dan might know what this thing is.
I've seen it before. I don't really know what it is, though.
We won't spoil anything. But does anybody have any comments before we get into recommendations and the wheel of intros?
I hate that we have to wait to play again. Last week I was so excited, and now I'm equally excited.
Things are getting somewhere. Does anybody have any recommendations?
Yes. Crimson Desert. Go check it out. It isn't out currently. It actually comes out on Thursday. It looks like it's going to be Breath of the Wild mixed with a few other types of games. It's got puzzles. It's got open world.
Wait, are you recommending a game you haven't played yet?
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I know it is potential to be game of the year.
Our first pre-rec.
If it literally,
by
the time this is out, it's been out. Hopefully the reviews are great. It looks awesome. There's, from what it said, that there's no in-game store. It's just a flat game. Developers are awesome. It looks amazing. You can body slam people. That's what I'm going to be doing. You just run around. You learn techniques off of people. Can't wait.
Is this an MMO?
Nope. Single player, RPG, Breath of the Wild, run around, solve puzzles, do things.
You sound like a dev, dude.
Oh, dude. I've been so excited for this game. Can't wait. I'm literally going to probably take Thursday and Friday off.
Next week comes around, game sucks.
I hope it doesn't. Like, the last game I was like this excited for was Division. And I was like really excited before Division. I was like, oh man, it's going to be everything I want. And I was very let down. So hopefully this one doesn't let me down. But early reviews say it's amazing. If you like Breath of the Wild type games.
All right. Dan, bring up the wheel.
Man, big thanks to Cinder Slime for that early games, early game mobs suggestion that we definitely didn't remember to do at the end of the podcast and insert it right now at this time. Cypress. You gotta be kidding me. All right.
Cypress.
It's about to land on Marcus again.
Very close.
Cypress.
Very close.
What are we in the next 4 of?
The other 4 D20 systems I want to try.
What that?
Any other TTRPG that isn't D&D.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, everybody give your most drowning goodbye.
I'm sorry for critting you, Dan.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Oh, sorry for critting you too, Alec. I forgot. I forgot.
Hope you find your dad. Wee! Welcome back to another round of Patreon shoutouts. Y'all just sit back and relax as I read out these names. The Bloodshot Bandits are first. I heard this secret group once assisted some mighty heroes back in the day when a Christo was trying to take over. Some people say this organization still works in secret to this day, but I gotta see it to believe it. If you do exist, then come by my place and I'll give y'all some magic items. Artemis the Fighter, Guardian of Kemi Joe, Hunter, Scala, Gentleman, and Adventurer, the Give Gunslinger Alistair Jacobs. I don't know how to do a British accent, sorry. Also, the Dread, Lord Drama, the highest of elves, Master of the finest of fineries this side of Umbrea, the Rogue Changeling, Sly, Knockmark, Novo's biggest competition, Brandy Woodburner, the wine-wielding wood elf, Glorg Nightbreaker, the Dwarven Fighter, a Pony Lightbringer, Elven Cleric of Corellin Arethian. The Purple Hermit has entered the battlefield, and of course, Jason All. Next are the Sigil College alumni. I've always wanted to visit and share notes with the wizards over there. I heard they make some crazy good potions across the Evertone Sea. We got Mongo, the Yeti Giant, Sergio, the retired knight, Punk, the vagabond bard, David Lachance, Chartreuse, Charlie, Vexshay, the gnome sorcerer, and Isaiah Crane, the architect of Tall. And then last but not least are Umbrea's heroes. Y'all better stop by to see me for health potions before you go on adventuring into those dungeons. I'm looking at you, man with glass. Jesus the Frost Dragonbone Warlock, Johnny Tar, John Carroll, Art the Iron Hammer, Drown the Barbarian Mobster, Cyber's Daywind, a Capybara Circle of the Forest Druid, Annie, Master of Weapons, Bjorn Battleborn, the Bombastic Brigadier Barbarian Half-Orc, Morgath, the Unbroken, Half-Giant Barbarian, Gad, the Lizardfolk Rune Knight, Flick, the Warlock who thinks he knows Cajun French better than me, Bree Carlson, Balasar Turnerov, the Eldrick Knight Dragonborn, Braum Ironspud, the Battle and the Half-Orc Barbarian with an unbreakable appetite for glory. Thank you all for joining along. We always appreciate you adventuring with us. But until next time, I'm gonna go mix some potions. Au revoir.